everybody, and welcome back to the Library of Ruina. Alrighty, so, two things. Number one, I am officially back from my trip. It ended up being a lot longer than I had planned, but if you were keeping up with the community posts as well as the Discord to an extent, obviously there was a little bit of a scary thing that happened. My stepdad had a surgery, which I did mention in the previous upload, but he's fine. He actually recovered extremely fast considering it was a lung surgery. He had a golf ball sized fungal ball inside of his lung. Not great. Not good. But he got that out. He was recovering for a while, and then once we were sure that he was good to go, I returned home. Funny enough, I barely returned home today. And then upon returning home, I was home for an hour, and then got called into work. So, if I sound a little bit tired, it's been a long day. It's been a very, very long day, but I wanted to get an upload out because I have been itching to do so. After all, I couldn't do it for basically the entirety of my stay, so I returned. Now, there was something brought to my attention in one of the previous episodes of the Library of Ruina, and you might have noticed it too if you're as eagle-eyed as I might suspect you are. There's a mod called Mame Hinata, I believe, that we played through, and I showed off builds that I made for her, and apparently it just wasn't in the video at all, despite me posting the link, knowing I recorded it, knowing I edited it. It wasn't there. So, yeah, we're gonna have to, fix that up. But basically, I reverted these builds because these are the ones that I added a couple new cards to. Basically, there's a lot of Unity stuff. That's what I'll say about that. But, because it, for some reason, was not in the previous episode where I brought it up, we're just gonna do it right now. Now, again, I swear I showed off the entirety of this, but I guess not, so here we go. Mame Hinata! Braveness! Compare this character's height with foe's height, and if the foe is taller or smaller, the damage attack increases with a max of 20%. The break damage with attack increases by 20% as well, stagger damage, and evade dice power +1 or guard dice power +1. Playful Spirit. At the start of each scene, a random combat page, maximum of 3, excluding immediate pages, in hand gain a special effect during the scene. The page gains +1 power and remains all dice on this page, even if all dice on this page are moved by Escort, which is affected. Technician. If the roll is 5 or lower, gain 1 to 2 power. Triple R Suit. To gain some charge, the Commander, so you give some strength and endurance, Hawkeye, because stagger protection, and Unity 1. HP does not fall from a Librarian's attacks until all allies are dead. All speed dice becomes untargetable at the start of the act and every 5 scenes. Mame Hinata uses support combat pages at these scenes. Support combat pages with different functions. Escorting target that decreases the damage taken, hunting target that reduces damage given, and at the start of each scene, the cost of a random combat page in random ally hand, whose cost is 1 or higher, is reduced by 1, and dice +1 power for that scene, and copy that combat page to Mame Hinata hand. Triple Graze the Grass, double energy conversion, Unity Guard. Obviously, it's a Unity page. For the scene, all other allies using a Unity page gain 7 absorption. It's a shield, and it cannot be stacked. Unity Sprint. For this scene, all other allies using a Unity page gain an evasion dice, 48, that comes first, cannot be stacked. And Unity Quick. Unity combat start. For the scene, all other allies using a Unity page gain 1 haste. Pretty good. Rose, you know her, you love her. Basically, it's normal Rose, except for this. Battle ready, draw 2 more pages, Haboob. After suffering a one-sided attack, gain some protection. Stagger protection, Hawkeye to give protection to the ally that took the most damage, Grit, so less stagger damage is taken, and Unity 2, that we don't know what it does. Triple Graze of Grass, Double Leap, Unity Guard, Unity Charge. For this scene, all other allies using a Unity page gain 4 charge, cannot be stacked. And Unity Regenerate. Apply 2 Feeble to self next scene. For this scene, all other allies using a Unity page gain on hit recover 1 to 2 HP. And Repressed Flesh. Meow. Meow's Prowess, Rabbit Augmentation, Sufficient Ammo, Compressed Charge, Simulated Muscle Force, Bionic Charge, Synchronized Hull, and Grit. Triple Graze of Grass, Double Leap, Double Unity Desperate. For this scene, all other allies using a Unity page gain on use if HP is at 75% or lower. All dice on this page gain +1 power. And Double Concentrated Fire. Carlo. Boss's orders Threefold Tenacity, Guardian, Stiletto, which are making his Pierce dice very powerful. Triple Wedging Thorn. Double Reload, a single use of Clone, Double Gale Kick, and Unity Ammo. Discard up to 4 zero-cost pages from hand. For the scene, all other allies using a Unity page, offensive dice on this page gain 0.5 power for each ammunition discarded this way. Pretty scary. And Yujin. Obviously, all of her normal passives. Swordplay of the Homeland. Yeah, +2 slash power on Yujin. Very scary. Keeping in stride, recover 1 HP upon winning a clash, and Unity 2. Triple Overcome Crisis, Class and Respect, Energy Conversion, Unity Charge, Unity Quick, Sharpened Blade, which gives +2 slash power, and Lerigol. Now, I believe we brought Cheesed's Floor last time we did this as well, because my thinking was Unity versus Unity, and we're just gonna do it again. Well then, shall we show them what a true unified force looks like? I think we shall. Zelkova does not end up working. Unity Bolster gets completely countered. Unfortunately for us, Unity Courage is going to give us quite a bit of healing. Swift Offense is going to inflict a lot of smoke, which is going to help us out no problem. Unit Strike, just so we get the Unity bonus. Hudaclaire does end up working a bit for us. We recover a little bit of health. Unity Coordination against Mio, doing quite good damage. We do end up winning against the offensive dice. Unity Expectation getting through. Lerigol does unfortunately get a hit on us, though. Now, the only one who did not get enough ego emotion was Ivan Ko, unfortunately for us. So what we're going to do now, there's only 1 offensive dice here, so I'm going to go for Unity Hope. We're gonna go for Unity Shared Vision, just to block that. It's not a very strong dice. Unity Fearlessness, so we recover a bit of health. That's a Unity Bulwark for a bit more block. We're gonna go for Unit Strike, just to get the effect of Unity Pages. Actually, you know what? I'm gonna swap my order around. We're gonna go for United March, and then we're also gonna go for Unit Strike over here. No one's using Unity Bolster at the moment, so we're going to go ahead and use that. We're not going to go for Mame Hinata. You know what? Yes, we are. Then I am going to go for Guidance of the Gears against Eugene. Then, Angela, you... Let's see, that's not going to hurt too bad yet. It's going to gain, like, +1 power, so that's not terrible. I don't think we win that clash as much as I want to do it. We'll go for Mook, because that's all but a guaranteed victory there. We'll go for Old Boys. That should do a little bit of damage, and we roll with that. Okay, unfortunately it didn't work out very much for us. I guess we were a little bit too tall against Mame Hinata. Guidance of the Gears is going to do quite good damage. Mook Workshop does get 2 out of 3 going. Unity Hope not doing any damage, unfortunately for us. All of that protection is coming to bite us quite a bit. Not to mention they do all have the effect of the shield as well sometimes. So, you know, it's bound to happen sometimes. Unity Fearlessness does manage to stagger Callow. United March is going to give us quite a bit of light and page draw to work with. And the next scene begins. We're going to go for Courage on Angela. Okay. We need to finish you off. This should recycle at least once. I'm going to go for Havoc Logic against Mame Hinata. Let's see, we're at 10 smoke, so I'm going to go for Ferocious Blades to try and finish off Callow. Then I'm going to go Guidance of the Gears. Right here. We actually might win that, no problem. Let me think. Unity Shared Vision should be fine. It works as a good defensive option as well. Let's see. You are going to hurt. We'll try and counter you. I'm going to go for Unity Fearlessness just to heal us again. And Unity Intercede so we get a little bit of cost reduction. Are we going for Unity Expectation? Let me just double check. No, we're not. So I'm going to go for Unity Expectation followed by United March. Go. Okay, we do get a couple recycles. Luckily for us, should be able to take him out no problem with Ferocious Blades. Oh, yeah. God dang! Dude, Bong Bong means so much business when she has enough smoke going. Okay, our block dice, for the most part, works out. Guidance of the Gears, unfortunately, does not prevent any damage. Unity Intercede is going to work out quite nicely for us. United March is, unfortunately, going to be completely countered, and she gets the damage proc on us. Oof. Very unfortunate. Okay, block dice does defend us. She gets another 13 damage proc. Oof. Man, she's gambling. She is gambling. Let's see, I'm going to go for Rake. I know how dumb of an idea Rake is, but you know what? We want to use some of those Unity pages ourselves, if you know what I mean. We're going to go Unity Intercede, followed by United March. That way Eugene is guaranteed staggered. I'm going to go for Wheels against Rose. Then I'm going to go... Actually, I want to go Crystal Havoc. Yeah, you know what? I'm going to do it. Crystal Havoc. Then, over here, we're going to go for Unity Rationality, followed by a Unity Trust, and we finish it off with a Unity Bolster. Then, are you tired of hearing the word Unity yet? We're going to go for Unity Coordination. And finally, I'm going to go for Continuous Battle because we have enough smoke. We should be able to counter that, no problem. Pack Onslaught will do more damage to us than she will, and then we're going to try and prevent a little bit of damage. Actually... Pack Onslaught on Rose. Yeah. Go. Crystal Havoc. 25 damage being done to Mio. Unfortunately, we don't end up winning that clash. The block dice does go through, which is nice, but not exactly what we wanted. Wheels should get us a stagger. Got dang close. Okay, Pack Onslaught working very nicely. Unity Sprint is going to give them more haste. They do also have the blocks that we need to worry about. We do get a stagger on Mama Hinata. Unity Trust doing quite a bit of damage. Just under 50 damage being done. We get that guaranteed stagger, followed by a 44 damage proc from Ivan. Go. And that is now our third stagger of the turn. United March does end up taking Eugene down, and Unity Coordination takes out Rose. 2 targets left. Let's do Road Walk Together on Bong Bong. Then we'll go for the Harvest. Oh yeah, we got big damage coming. So let's go ahead and just redirect everything. You're redirected, so we gain power. You get redirected. Swift offense. Bam. Then we go Guidance of the Gears. Yeah, this is working out pretty nice, isn't it? We'll go Ring of Smithing, and then I am also going to go for the harvest. Then, let's see, I wanna restore some light. Havoc Logic will restore some. Then, let's just get some damage. Let's go for some unity here. More unity, and you guessed it, unity quick. Actually, do we... overcome crisis as well, why not? Hello! 93 damage being done to Mami Hinata from Angela. And that's because of the strength as well as everyone being alive. Ferocious Blades deals 108 damage because of all the smoke. Seems perfectly fair and balanced, if you ask me. And there's only one way to finish this fight off. Assuming it works. I'm really hoping that it does. But we'll see. We'll go for a unit strike, and maybe that'll be good enough. Innocenza. Well, that's unfortunate. I'll just pretend that it worked. Ah, come on! It was close enough. It looks like our unity was more unified than yours. And now, it's time for the commandments of the sun and moon. When you take the moon and you take the sun, take everything that seems like fun. Does anyone even get that reference? Oh god, I'm so old. Ugh. Regardless, we start with Soul. Templar, Unforgiven. He has 410 health, 300 stagger resist. He is endured to both types of blunt and normal to everything else. Speed dice slot +2. Gain an additional speed dice +1 slot for every 2 emotion level increases. If Acht dies, ... Theoretical Void. Up to 5 times per scene, when damaged by a ranged or mass page. Oh man, I don't know why I have the hiccup suddenly. It will counterattack with a penetrating die, 1 to 3. The value of this die is increased by half of the damage taken, restores HP by the damage inflicted, and grants 2 stagger fragile. Okay, that sounds awful. Oh, I don't know. I guess it really depends how hard you're hitting him, right? Like, if you hit him for 30 damage, and he heals for a flat 1 plus, what was it, half? Yeah, so 16 healing. I guess that's not terrible, right? I don't know. That can add up pretty fast. Actually, Sabina's just a horrible bet because he will counterattack every single thing she does because all she has is ranged and mass attack pages. Ooh. Well, Dark World's Sun. Reduces damage and stagger damage taken from attacks by 15%. For every enemy defeated, gain a stack of Sun, which boosts deal 10% more damage and stagger damage with attacks. Okay, so every time you kill someone, you deal 10% more everything. Okay, gotcha. Rainbow Corona. Boost the minimum roll value of all offensive dice by +2. At emotion level 3 or higher, also boost the maximum roll value by 2. Okay, so it's 12 fixers. Gotcha. Skeptical Wormhole. Choose the speed dice with the highest value dice. The speed dice of the dice change to 1 value. Reduce cost of cost more than 3 pages by 1. Right. New Book of Truth. Pierce and Blunt power +1. At the start of the scene, randomly selects a condition up to the value of the emotion level and halves its value. Intention Mesosphere. At the start of the act, gain 5 resistance. That's the one that lets you block a bit of statuses, I believe, until the 3rd scene. When power is granted to you on the battle page, the value granted is increased by 1. Okay, so it's like it's like pages that, or passives that are like, oh, inflict +1 more bleed, except it's gain +1 more power. Oh boy. Can act when staggered, grossly incandescent. Oh boy. I will become my own son. Can act when staggered, but -2 speed. Die. Slot. If damage is taken that reduces HP to 0, the damage taken is reduced to 0 until the end of the scene, including that damage, and the next scene gain a buff. Once per act. Templar Dominance. At the start of the scene, give 1 strength and endurance to other allies. Oh, okay. What you got? Formulated Filament. On use, restore 1 light at the start of the next scene and the scene after. On Clash Win, boost next die's max value by +3, and on Clash Win, recover 3 stagger resist. Dimensional Starburst. On use, restore 2 light. In the next scene, choose the speed die with the lowest value. Its speed value changes to 99. If at emotion level 5, gain an additional speed die, no duplicates. On hit, add +4 power to the next die. And on hit, draw 1 page. +4, because even though it's +3, he gains 1 extra power from those type of effects. Metaphysical Trapezium. Metaphysical Trapezium. On use, add the on-play page to hand. Huh? Oh, I see. Add the on-play page of target draws 1 page to hand. Okay. On Clash Win, add +2 power to next die. On hit, draw 1 page. Primordial Big Bang. What? Oh, hang on. Getting ahead of myself. I just read the bottom of the passive. If target is defeated or staggered, once per scene, use this page on a random enemy, and on reuse, +100 damage. I'm going to take a wild guess and say that square box is supposed to say +100% damage, and it's not just 100 flat damage, because that is... let's just hope. And it deals 11 to 19 for a roll. Plasma Burst, Soulless. On use, gain 1 strength for 3 scenes, including this scene. Okay. And finally, X Atmosphere Cast. On use, add a mass attack page to hand that can only be used next scene. Gotcha. And then Act. Templar Restrained. Speed dice slot +2, gain an additional speed dice +1 for every 2 emotion level increases if soul dies. Assault Skimming. Up to 3 times per scene, up to 7 times if emotional level 3 or higher. Okay. When damaged by a melee attack, strike back with a strike die. The value of this die is increased by half of the damage taken, and the player regains HP by the damage inflicted. Oh boy. So you can only hit her with range, technically, and you can only hit him with melee. Okay, I'm following. One Eye on the Sun. At the start of the act, HP is increased by 20% and recover the same amount. Guard dice power +2 at emotion level 3 or higher also boosts the minimum and maximum roll value of all dice by +1. Resist Magic Joint. Reduce incoming damage by 3 from non-attacks. Reduce stagger damage from attacks and counters by 3. Defense Magic Shelter. Once every 3 scenes, not be able to target anyone but this character. Right. Hope for Alms from the Sun. At the start of the scene, the player regains 6% of HP. Huh? At the start of the scene, gains 1 strength and protection for every 10 attacks cumulatively attacking the scene. Maximum value is 7, so she'll gain up to 7 strength and protection. So in a way, it's Oh, it's like the ego page we just used of the lion. Templar Magic Defense. At the start of each scene, restore 1 light, blunt dice power +1, and Templar Storm. At the start of the scene, give 2 protection and stagger protection to all other allies. So they permanently have +1 strength and endurance and +2 protection and stagger protection, and also she takes 3 reduced damage from everything. Good, good, good. Oh boy. Oh boy, it's gonna be one of these receptions, isn't it? Receptions. I don't know why I said it like that. On use, restore 2 light. Gain 2 haste of next scene. On hit, draw 1 page. On clash, lose, recover 3, stagger resist. Slash, cut, sword. On use, draw 1 page. If singleton, additional draw 1 page at the next scene after. On clash, lose, recover 3, stagger resist. Invading erosion venom. Oh boy, here we go. Oh, you hate to see it. On use, if singleton, all dice on this power gain +1 power. All dice on this page gain +1 power. I apologize. Like I said, I'm a little tired. On hit, inflict 1 erosion up to twice. Erosion. And on clash, lose, recover 3, stagger resist. Pure deprivation drain. On hit, recover HP equal to the damage dealt. On clash, lose, add +2 power to next die. On hit, restore 1 light. Roaring Cannon Radiator. On use, restore 2 light. If singleton, draw 1 page as well. Target's current die cannot be recycled. Solid Destruction Axe. On use, gain 1 strength next scene. If singleton, gain 1 blunt power up next scene as well. On hit, gain 2 strength. And on clash, lose 3 stagger. Crumbling Armor Hand. On use, inflict 3 disarm the scene. Oh, wow, you just get to do that, huh? On clash win, boost the max roll value of the last die by 2. On clash win, do it again. And on hit, draw 1 page. And finally, Bionic Eye Unseen. Mass Summonation. Damage dealt by this page is unaffected by resistance. On hit. On hit. Purge strength, endurance, protection, and stagger protection from the target. Oh boy. Well, only one of our people can currently hit Act, so I guess she's just gonna get free reign for a little bit in this fight, because, yikes, she does big damage. Now, luckily, the one who can deal damage to her is Bina, which helps, but here we go, let's see. Pillar. Okay, a little bit of Fairy helps out. She's up to 8. Clash of Blades. We're not staggered, so you don't get that potentially 100 extra damage. Still hoping it's 100%. Unsettling Desire. Okay, we do restore a little bit of health. Sink into misery. Ow. Okay, she gains a lot of extra stats. We are going to be getting a little bit of healing on ourselves as well as everyone else with Marcos Jr. Multi-slash isn't going to do any damage, but it is going to help us restore a lot of our stuff. Blood of Mercy is going to help us out quite a bit. Now, I know what you're thinking, Shadow. What do you think? Is this the situation where we go Apocalypse Bird? Why, yes, dear viewer. I think it is. Okay, now, technically, there's 2 really good targets. Everyone on the floor is a really good target for Apocalypse Bird. I actually think the Bina might not be it. I'm debating between Marcos Jr. and Sombor, because Sombor is going to gain a crap ton of extra health, because he is using Reinhardt's page. However, Marcos Jr. is our healer. To keep the forest peace, Longbird weighed the sins of those who enter the forest, for Longbird scale was fair and just. It could do something or other. X Atmosphere can only be used as seen. On hit, inflict 2 bind up to twice. Oh boy. That's a scary one. I think we can block it once. And then I'm gonna go Lifesaver because, you know, a little bit of light, we restore a little bit of health. It works. Now, let's see, +4 power, that'll be +7. I think that gets through. I think that should be fine. And then we'll go Blood of Mercy, because, hey, why not? More healing is always a good thing. Are you immune to immobilization, my friend? I almost want to say that no, you're probably not. But I'm gonna try it anyway. Now, I do want to go for Sync, but obviously he will counterattack, which we don't really want. He hasn't lost a whole lot of health yet, either. Let's... We're not blocking with any of this. We'll use Binding Chains to reduce the power a little bit. It might help, you know? We can hit twice. She's going to counteract twice. I want to see how bad it is, so I'm just going to go for it. Sombor can go for Opening Ceremony. Whether it works or not doesn't really matter, funny enough. We're not at emotion level 3, so I'm going to go for Exploit Vulnerability to try and get a little bit of value. Ouch. 3 of us took damage. And we all took damage. Okay, great. Okay, Locke is going to do a little bit for us. Not as much as I would like. Fairy is also going to help us out quite a bit. Uncontrollable pulsation. Ow. Oh my god, damage. The dark side of the moon. Opening ceremony. Oh, okay, Sombor taking a lot of damage. We are going to be able to heal everyone up, though. Pierce through, also not quite working out. Multi-slash. Wait a minute, does she counter before we even hit her? Is that the deal? Oh, that's something. So you literally just can't use that move at all. Oh, and you just get to attack for free. Pluto Hazard. Can only be used up to twice per act. On hit, destroy a combat page set on another random speed die of the target. We can't do anything? Huh. I can think of something we could do. Mass summonation, so probably destroys it. Yeah, that's it. Oh, wait. Aha! So we can do a little bit of damage. Yeah, that's all we can do. Alright. Shockwave will help us stay a little bit alive. Plus, because they're mass attacks and not physical, she won't be retaliating against them, ideally. Let's see if she hits us 3 times. She does not. Everlasting Thirst. Okay, so mass attacks and ranged pages work against Acht. But then Soul is just melee only. Which, yeah, okay. It works. Yeah, none of us are blocking that. There's no hope of it at all. There's a chance that all of us die here, depending on how it goes. Okay, 33 damage being done to Bina. Completely unavoidable, by the way, because we can't target him. Shockingly, we all survive that turn. And we're going to go for Big Eyes. Big Bird, with its many eyes, decided to watch over the forest for intruders, for Big Bird's eyes can see very far and can see things we cannot see. Marcos Jr. continues to slowly get the Apocalypse Bird. Omega Pulse. Dice on this page do not deal damage or stagger damage on hit. Deal double effect damage to staggered target. It doesn't deal any damage. However, if it rolls an 11, you take a guaranteed 11 damage. Oh, and if you're staggered, you will take double that. Isn't that great? Well, I'll do Clash of Blades and just hope for the best. And then, I'll try and stop that, because that's pretty scary. And then, we'll go for Frontal. And then I could go for, Pack Onslaught and Blood of Mercy. That should work out pretty nice. Marcos Jr. cannot retaliate at all because we will die. So, let's go for Blitz, and I'm also going to go for In the Name of Justice. Which one of these is going to hurt the most? That one. Hey, Sombor, can you block that, please? You have a lot of health. And Marcos Jr. can just heal you up. You don't mind doing that, do you? Are you emotion level 2? Or are you emotion? Yeah, whatever. Go. Ow. Okay, we're fine. Everything is fine. Okay, pack onslaught. Kind of working out for us. We do recover a fair amount of health. Okay. Zazel barely holds on with a single point of HP. We are healing back up. Ow. Okay, Blood of Mercy helping us out quite a bit. Ouch, Marcos Jr. Okay, we're fine. Big heals. Big heals. Keep Marcos Jr. alive. He's currently the only thing healing us. We cannot stop that. Ooh. Ooh, that doesn't feel good. Let's... Yeah, I don't think we're blocking that. I gotta be honest. She has an extra 3 strength. I don't think there's a world where we block that. Let's go for Uncontrollable Pulsation, because it is going to buff us up quite heavily. Blood of Mercy. And then we can go for another pack onslaught just to get everyone to draw. Chain? Let's just try. Not great. Not amazing. I mean, maybe this will work. We'll try. Yeah, why not? That'll get him. Okay, Marcos Jr. somehow avoids being staggered despite everything. Ouch. Okay, Sombor goes down. We immediately lose the clash on Yukari, which leads to her dying. Okay, Marcos Jr. has his passive popped. And we're not looking good. Small beak. Small bird decided to punish the creature's wrongdoings with its beak. Will Lamp even do anything? Because he's just gonna retaliate. I guess we'll try. Never mind. We can't do anything. Oh, good. Lovely. And you're going for a mass attack. Oof. Okay, well, just see what you can do. Also, Marcos Jr. is absolutely 100% dead. 8 strength? Okay, yeah, that seems cool. We'll go for Serum K just to try and get a little bit of healing. I doubt it's going to work. I don't know. Go for Arcana Slave. That'll probably work. And then go Lifesaver, because it'll heal you. Arcana Slave! A little bit of healing. Lump. No. Okay, no strength. We still die. Okay, well, a little bit of Fairy against Acht. Okay, more Fairy. Good. We're up to 11. 14 Fairy. Azazel does go down. I don't know. I guess we'll go for Judgment, and then we'll go for Apocalypse. And we'll see what that does. Actually, no, we're just dead no matter what we do. Go for Apocalypse. Why not? And then, go for Sync, because it's funny. Behold. Wow, negative damage? What was that? Sync. Oh my god, what is that damage that's not being done? Ouch. Well, let's try something a little bit more unorthodox. The Magic Scourge. Okay, tiny bit of damage being done. The deluge of brachial quietuses. Okay, barely any damage being done, but that's fine. Okay, those, yeah, no, he's hurting. Ooh, yeah, he's hurting bad. Okay. Ow. Ow. Okay, Shockwave not going through. Prickly Thorns, that is just a leftover defensive dice. Opening Ceremony. Okay, not perfect. Not, exactly what I would have wanted. Let's go Abundance, and then Insanity. Then we don't have dice to do anything else. Insanity immediately screwed us over completely. Great, you love to see it. We do have 3 haste, so this counts as a ranged page. We're just gonna go for that because there's no roll or anything else. Oh, wow, those are, some pretty strong dice. Oh yeah, this is great. Let's inflict a little bit of burn on ourselves, I guess. And then go for Shockwave. That should work. We do not have the Dream just yet. What is this? Imperfection. Ah, we got a random effect because we did not use it last turn. I see. Okay, well, we don't have Trash Disposal, like I said, so we're just going to go for a normal attack. And we're going to go boom, boom, swap this, Will of the Prescript. Let's see. There is a chance that we get enough burn. So I am going to go for a Wombo Brace Up, immediately followed by the Waltz. Then I'm going to try and shake up our order and hope for the best. Okay, Bee Sting helps out a little bit. Will of the Prescript not doing exactly what we needed. Waved Evertide. Okay, we do get a little bit of burn through. Good. Adorable Claws with +2 power. Doesn't even come close. Brace Up, we get a little bit of discard value. Okay, we don't spread any burn because we didn't actually inflict any. Now we did. A little bit too late, though. Ow. Ow. Okay, Malka takes a little bit of damage. Nothing that we can't get through. We're going to do Fairy's Care on Kyle, which will also give it to Malkuth. Normally I don't like taking Fairy's Care, but you know what? We'll take what we can get. Let me think. If we go... Oh, we can't hit him. Bee Sting? That might work. Huh. Well, this has turned into a little bit of a problem. Let's boost up Malkuth with Insanity! Well, actually, that kind of worked out. Unfortunately, we can't use them. I will go for Magic Barrier because it's the only thing that we can use. I am doubtful of its effectiveness. And we're absolutely about to use Gas Mask Dave. So what we're going to do is we're just going to go for Trash Disposal. And then... Raging Storm Love, because we can. Alright, good enough. Yeah. Okay, big damage. Bee Sting does go through. This counts as a ranged page. Ouch. Okay, Gas Mask Dave not looking so good. If we could spread a bit of this fire, I'm actually feeling a little bit confident about our odds. Issue, we need to spread the fire. And we're also not getting anything that I really want, which, you know, not great. He already has a negative effect, so we're just gonna roll with it and hope that it's enough. Then we're gonna go for Deal with the Devil, because we can't really do much else. We have 2 mass attacks coming after us. And they're on different pages. We'll go for Censored. Oh boy, that's a lot. That is a lot. We'll go for another Censored, and then, we'll go Acceleration Protocol. And Adorable Claws. Then we'll go for Trash Disposal. And, we'll go for Sweep them all. Why not? That'll probably work out. Then we'll go for Violent Flame. And and Fiery Waltz. Aha! It's bound to land. See, we just have to make it through both mass attacks, and then we'll do a lot of fire damage. See, any moment we're gonna get through and we're gonna deal a lot of fire damage. You have no idea how much we're about to do. Right as soon as we get through these mass attacks, you're not gonna believe what's gonna happen. Yeah, okay, so that didn't go very well. Poor Malchus Floor, man. I have such a good idea for Malchus Floor with it being a burn and bind deck, but it just, like, burn, bind, haste, but it just doesn't feel like it works very well. Maybe I just need to abandon that and just, like, completely rebuild Malchus Floor. I don't know. It feels like Malchus Floor is always kind of the laughing stock, you know what I mean? I have the perfect mix between ranged and melee. And it is the floor you see right here. Let's go. As if the stars were far away. Okay, well, the first one hit. That's the most important one. Ulterior logic. Ulterior logic. Book Workshop. Unfortunately, does not work. Durandal also not working as intended. Okay, big damage being done to Sally. Crystal Ulterior is doing Atelier, is doing quite a bit of damage. Stun Rod, because we need the extra stats. And Hammer Down, also going to work out quite nicely for us. We are inflicted with a bit of erosion. Nothing that we can't get through. Alright, let's see. I'm going to do Shotgun Barrage. That should get through relatively easily. Let's go ahead and also get some strength. These are both range, so they will get through no problem. I'm gonna just go for wheels, and then we do have a combo for old boys, so I'm gonna make use of that. We're gonna go for Ulterior Logic because we want as much damage as possible, and we're gonna go for a regular old boys. Then, I'm going to go Memories of a Star, followed by the Power of Knowing. Let's see. I'm going to go for Degraded. And then we don't have our ranged page, so I think I'm just going to deal with the damage and do more damage to him before he becomes invulnerable. Okay, unfortunately that didn't quite work out for us. Ulterior Logic does get 2 dice through. We get our Strength. Wheels doing some pretty good damage. Okay, Degraded Expiration not quite working out for us. Crystal Ulterior is going to do 9 damage. Old Boys is only going to do 4. Okay, our counter dice, unfortunately, not going to work out too well for us because they do not care for him. Oh, boy. Yeah, that lack of damage is, whew, yeah. Oh, yeah. She's going to purge it all, though. So is it even worth going for the strength thing? Oh, I don't think it is. We could go for urging. None of this feels very good. We could go Sword of Frost on Dark Carmen and just hope for the best. Okay, let's see. We should have a couple of good options here. This might get through, so let's go for it. Okay, and then that's all we do. Yikes. Oh, boy. Knowledge Overflow. Yeah, that's all we can do. That's all the range that we have, unfortunately. We all take true damage. pistol combo does get a little bit of damage through, and our evasion dice does nothing for us. And because he got a stagger, he got to use it again. Luckily, it is not a flat 100 damage, but it's so much that it barely matters. Okay, 2 of us are staggered, and we have multiple mass attacks to worry about. Ulterior Logic, just to get a little bit of damage through. Crystal Ulterior to try. We'll go for Wheels. And then we'll go for Durandal. Then I'll go for Wheels again. And I'll go for Ulterior Logic. And that's all we've got. Okay, everyone except the staggered blocked it. Can't block the second one. Okay, we do get a little bit of damage through. Ulterior Logic. I mean, we're getting a tiny bit of damage through. It's just not nearly enough. And we're immediately staggered and killed. Okay. We do manage to get through the entirety of Omega Pulse, which is pretty crazy. We're gonna go for Scars on... We'll do it on Sally. Why not? I have faith in our promise. Speaking of, it has already procced. Oh, good. So our promise is already procced. So we spend up to 20 ammo and deal a ton of damage. So I'm going to go for that. And then we can go for... No. I'm not going to do it. Haven't used enough pages for that. We don't have any of our ranged pages. Okay, let's just go for Zelkova then. Then we'll go for Ranga just to get some damage. We're going to go for Dawn Office to get the extra stats, and then I'm going to go for Memories of a Star. Then... I don't know. I didn't think I'd make it this far. We'll go for Old Boys, and I will also go for Ranga Motion. And yeah, that's all we can do. Okay, we do get a knowledge point, as well as a little bit of protection. Memories of a Star, doing decent enough damage. Okay, Degraded Serum K is going to give us a little bit of a heal, and our promise. Dealing 30 damage. Okay, Zelkova does actually manage to get through Old Boys, also following it up. Rank Emotion is going to give us a little bit of damage as well. And then we immediately lose. The Book Hunter, our counter dice, does manage to block one. Right, but she counters counter dice. Right. So even if you counter dice her dice, she counters the counter dice. Right. Okay. Well, we'll go for Scars and Guilt on Sally, because why not? Wrist Cutter might end up working for us. We may as well try it. We can't attack him. Haha. Yep. No, that's a fight. I mean, what else do you want me to do? That's pretty much just a fight right there. You know what? I will try Hope for Blue Skies. Can be used up to twice per act. Combat start. All allies reduce incoming damage and stagger damage by 70% for up to 3 attacks. Okay. By the way, very pretty artwork. I don't know if that's from something or if that's custom, but wow, that's very pretty. I mean, we'll try to use Serum W and just see if it does something. I'm kind of doubtful of it, though, but, I mean, hey, we'll try. We do have Ulterior Logic, which might let us get a little bit of damage. And then we'll go for Wrist Cutter just to purge her of that immense strength. And that's all we can do. Okay, we do get rid of all that. Followed immediately by death. We manifest our ego. Okay, Regenerator does help us out a little bit.
Overcharge Serum W. Let's see you counter this.
By the way, we've done 0 damage to her because she just keeps healing it back up, because at the start of every scene, she heals for 6% of max health, and she has a colossal 400 health. Okay, Guilt helping us out a little bit. Pulsation might help us. Yeah, you know what? Pulsation. Let's just gain some more strength. We'll go for Remorse, just in case we do find a situation to use it.
And the ego has been manifested. Let there be no doubt. Argalia Furioso.
Then I'm gonna go for
A soothing memory.
we'll go for
Ulterior logic. Let her know true pain. Durandal will give us the strength we crave.
Then I'm gonna go for Absorb Impact, just to try and, you guessed it, absorb the impact. We're gonna go for Pistol Combo. And then we will go for Shotgun Barrage. That's the best that we got. Let's see if it's enough. It does manage to get through the first part. Argalia Furioso, I think, did something. Kind of hard to tell, because the entire animation got skipped. But, what are you gonna do? And Pistol Combo is not enough
to block the damage that has come our way.
Okay, Soothing Memory is gonna heal us up. We almost have him staggered, but if you remember, even if he is staggered, it doesn't do anything. I mean, we could go for the Pianist. But we don't have any music notes. Yeah, you know what? We'll try. And then we'll go for Beautiful Tune.
Behold.
Okay, we do heal up to full. We also have some of our dice. We're not going to be able to do a whole heck of a lot. That's not going to work. Okay, well, you know what? Let's just go for Soothing Memory again and hope for the best. Actually, no, we can't do that because we need light. I need my light. Okay, just see what you can do. Ow. Ow. Ouch. Ha! Degraded Trail actually blocks it. Nice. Okay, we're almost staggered. We are getting a little bit of hits through. But unfortunately, we do get staggered. And as we know, that is a death sentence. Well, we almost killed Soul. Oh. This fight feels miserable, dude. Okay, so not Act is like practically invincible because she's healing 6% of her health every single scene. And if you hit her with a counter dice, which you have no control over, because if you have one and she hits you, she just gets healing. And also, she keeps countering the counter dice. So it's not as simple as just, oh, she counters it once. No. She counters the counter dice, which then has the potential to proc another counter dice, which she counters again. Gaining strength each time, mind you. So going for her is a waste of time, because she heals so much it doesn't even matter. But going for him every 3 scenes is impossible, which means that they just get free damage on you. Okay, yeah. Let's put that theory to the test, shall we? If we completely ignore Act, then let's just see what happens, especially when we have so much smoke. Focus Spirit to help us out for next turn. Meat Gear of Inspiration, Spear. Big damage, enough to reduce our cost. Snake Slit, dealing 16 damage overall. Very, very good. Autonomous Rush, Will of the Prescript. Okay, Autonomous Rush. 10 stacks of smoke seems to be working out quite nicely for us. Okay, we do take a little bit of damage on Eileen. A little bit on Roberta. Roll of the Wolf, no. Excuse me. Deal more damage, huh? Is this the one situation where it's actually gonna work out? Fear of Water. Inflict 1 bleed, gain 1 blood. Is it? You know what? Hang on a minute. Is this a vampire build? This is gonna be so stupid. Oh, do not do this. This is not gonna be worth it. This is so dumb. But oh well. No, wait. On Myra. Yeah, on Myra. Vampire build. Yes. Not a lot to be done about that, so we're just gonna do what we can do. Actually, you know what? We're gonna go, yeah. Yeah. We'll go for smoke armor. Actually, no, we need to win the clash, huh? You know what? Smoke armor right there. Boom. We win. Every time. Guaranteed. Continuous battle just to try. We are going to go for... Yeah. Let's go for Great Split Vertical. Then we're just going to hold off. I'm going to go for Thought Gear. No, I'm not. I'll sing it about it. I don't think it's the right idea. We're going to go for Continuous Battle again, and then I'm going to go for Guidance of the Gears. Then, over here... let's go for Blurred Strike. Boom. Then, Operation Instruction. Okay, good enough. Basically no one blocked that. That's expected. Okay, all but 2 block that one. That's actually quite nice. Nobody is staggered yet.
Great Split Vertical.
59 damage being done. That's countered ice, which means she gets to hit us again, despite what I might want. Gross. Okay, smoke armor. So he is now unable to be hit, which is not great. We'll go for volley, and that's it. Just hope for the best. Okay, we get staggered on the one person who could fight back. Okay, you know what? Only losing one character is actually kind of like the best bet there. So that's 5, so we could still do a little bit. So we'll go for Shockwave. I'm just, honestly, gonna go for Double Spear and hope for the best. Then I'm gonna go for Thought Gear Indoctrinate, because we don't have much else to do. Let's go for some damage. And then the World of Spirits.
Oh, got it.
Okay, the first dice does not a thing. And the second dice hits them both. She is going to get hit with a retaliation, but oh well, what are you going to do?
She was gonna get hit in either case.
Okay, he manages to overpower Gabura, which is saying a lot.
World of Spirits.
Okay, quite a bit of damage being done. If we could actually land a hit, he would die, but he just has 1,000,001 strength, I guess. Okay, Roberta does end up going down. Okay, we're all staggered. That's the end. Great. Lovely. We'll go for Mimicry. Why not? We'll get so much use out of that. Hooray. God dang, bro. I mean, the smoke was looking good, but then he just kind of overpowered literally everything that we did, and it stopped mattering, so... I mean, what else do you want me to do here? I don't know. Can we deal enough? We can't hit him. Oh, excuse me. Never mind. It literally, it doesn't even matter. We can't hit him. Oh, good. Well, you know what? Just, whatever. Just do as much damage as you can to her. Bravo. Have fun. Dipsia. See, I understand how to use Angelos a little bit better. Now, that's not to say that we're guaranteed a victory, but we did start with baptism, so I'm led to believe that it'll be at least somewhat decent. Let's try. Okay, we all lose the clash, as you might expect at this point. Oh, that was a counter dice. Okay, we're fine. Canine's growl. Okay, Rooster. The wing, voracious for knowledge, donkey's bray. Doing pretty good, Rooster's crow. Ouch, painful. The Oojat. So we all gain some extra protection next scene. Hopefully that'll help us out quite a bit. He had... Whoa, sorry. Well, I mean, hey, it could have been worse. Should we just go for time? Nah, that's stupid. I was genuinely thinking about it, but no. No, I don't think it's worth it. We will go for Confession because it is just amazing. Paradise Lost. We'll go for the Fruit of Understanding and Doubt. Okay. We're unable to hit him at the moment. 5 description not found. That's probably a good sign. Alright, let's go for all the baptisms that we could want. That is also going to put us in a positive Quiploth. Nice. Let's see. We are in a stable. We've also used baptism quite a few times. So I don't think she counters it if it's purely defensive. Maybe I'm completely dead wrong about that. Also, this apparently is not going to reduce our Quiploth. Oh, but it is melee, actually. You know what? Let's just restore as much of our stuff as we can. I'm gonna go for Gear Wheel. Just in case. We don't really have anything that'll do exceptionally well against her. Alright, we just hold. Ouch. Yeah, we're just gonna have to deal with it for this turn. Luckily, Abby is basically endured to everything, which does work out. Okay, no, that went super well. Now we go for the perfect meal, and I'll go... Actually, Helix at the end won't do anything, funny enough. That is... Oh, wait a minute. Yes, it will. Because she doesn't get protection. Excuse me. We're gonna go for the baptisms once again, because that will put us at 12, although we're gonna have exactly 0 light. Oof, unfortunate. What are you gonna do? Oh well. Well, that sucks. I think Angela's dead. Yeah, that blows. And I don't think we're gonna gain enough stats in time either. Actually, what am I doing? You two should not be attacking her. Whatever, just go for it. Just gain as much stats as possible. Have fun, you know, do your thing. Go for Shockwave. Over here, yeah, Donkey's Bray, that'll probably be fine. Canine's Growl, yeah. Let's go for a shockwave. Get some burn in there. Token of friendship. Yeah, it'll get a little bit of healing. Let's go for another donkey's bray. Let's go for a rooster's crow. Let's go for the Ujat. Let's go shockwave. And then let's go for K9. Yeah, Angelos is probably dead, unfortunately for us. Ow. Okay, that didn't work at all. Yeah, she's dead. Okay. Completely fair, just being able to do, like, up to 60, question mark, true damage. Yeah, you know, totally not unfair at all. God, we are doing no damage. The amount of damage we're doing is, like, truly pathetic. Well. So what's the play here? Like, I don't know. You can't go for Acht because she's, again, practically invincible, but then you don't do enough to Sol. I don't know, man. That, this feels like one of those fights where someone made an OC that just can't be beaten. I don't know. Maybe it's not. I don't know. There's probably some kind of very niche way to beat this fight. But, I don't know, man. This feels pretty miserable to do. It's like, I get what you're supposed to do. Melee and counter against Sol. And then ranged and mass against Acht. But it's like, it's not that simple, is it? You don't just have decks that are filled with nothing but ranged or nothing but melee. I guess you could, technically, if you were to make a deck based on femboyized Sunny and Basil, then I guess you could technically do it that way, with just, like, spamming mass attacks and execution bullets and stuff, maybe? But, obviously, I don't have a deck like that, so... little hard to picture that. I don't know, maybe that's what we should make Malkuth's deck. Maybe we should make Malkuth's deck just, like, a bullet-focused deck that has to do with ammunition and stuff. Like, maybe that, I don't know, maybe that's what we do. And see, you could also say, like, oh, we'll just smack on the, Blue Reverberations passive, and that'll negate a lot of the damage. You're partially right. However, keep in mind, a lot of their dice do true damage, which means it doesn't matter if you don't take range damage, because it's not range damage, it's true. But obviously we can't do that, because at the moment, it's still currently broken, as you see here. Well, I mean, these aren't broken, like the passives and everything, but as far as the actual pages... Here, let me show you. Ammunition. Did I spell ammunition wrong? Oh, it's because we can't use ranged combat pages. Okay, hang on. What? You can't use... What? Okay, I thought for sure that Gregory and Dallas could use ranged, but apparently not. Man, do we have anyone who can use ranged? Apparently not. Apparently no one uses ranged pages. Serious? No way. Look. Hang on. I have to be spelling it wrong. Hang on a minute. What's that? Is it reload? No, it's not reload. Well, you know what I mean. The bullet. Actually, bullet. Nope. Okay, whatever. You know what I mean. The bullet. I can't remember what the group is called, but yeah, those pages are still broken until a translation happens. So anyway, yeah, I think that's gonna do it for this episode. Yeah, I'm not gonna try that mod again. We didn't even see phase 2, and I gotta be honest, I can't even get through phase 1. Maybe it's just because, you know, I'm tired from getting home, but still. So, thank you guys so much for watching, and despite all my rage, I did want to say, thank you guys for being so patient. Normally, I don't go on a trip that's quite that long, and of course, it did start as a trip. I was going to my aunt's wedding, but obviously the surgery stuff happened, which made it a lot less of a fun trip and more of a care trip, I guess. But yeah, thank you guys for your patience, and we should be getting back onto the regular upload schedule. As regular as I can do, anyway. So, thank you guys so much for watching. Hopefully you enjoyed. And in the next one, I'm debating if we're going to revisit a couple mods. I know there's a couple that you guys want me to revisit. I will admit I have been stalling a little bit on it, combined with the fact that I've been gone, which also does not help. But don't worry, we are going to revisit stuff. I'm just kind of looking for the correct time of when, because I want to get as much new stuff done as possible before we start retracing our steps. Now, again, I do think we're at a pretty solid point where we can start retracing our steps, so who knows, maybe in the next one we'll start doing that, because like I said, there's quite a few that you guys have wanted me to do. But thank you guys so much for watching, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.